Hey guys, this is Ben here from the Computers Network, and today I'm going to try something a bit different and do a Photoshop tutorial. And so I'm just going to show you how to do this. It's pretty simple stuff, but it's good to know. So I've already made this, so I'll just try and duplicate it. So first you open a new document, and we're going to set it to 1920 by 1200. Alright, so now we're gonna grab the first image. So I just got it off Google Images because that's where I get images. Alright, so we've got this here. It's just a road. So you can copy it and go back into Photoshop and paste it. And so we don't really need to do anything to this, but now we're going to grab the car, so that's here, do the same thing. Alright, so now the car's in, so we can see it's a bit big, so what we do is we press Ctrl T on the keyboard, and that turns it into a kind of editable object. So if you hold down Shift and then drag down, then that'll keep it to scale while still making it a bit smaller. And I think this is about the right size. And just for future reference, if you hold down Control, then it kind of warps it, but we don't want to do that. And if you hold down Alt, then it's like symmetrical, but we don't want to do that either. Alright, so now we're going to press Enter. And now we need to get rid of that background, because we don't want it white. So we get the magic wand tool up here, so we're going to click that, and you see it's done a pretty good job. It's good enough for now, so we'll just push delete now, and then enter, and just deselect it. Alright, so now we've got the car. It looks alright, but we want to deal with this shadow at the bottom now, so we're going to press Alt and use the scroll wheel to zoom in. And I'm just going to use the polygonal lasso tool, and I'm just clipping points around the tires. You'll see why I'm doing this in a second. Alright, so now we've got a selection of the shadow at the bottom. Now what we're going to do is right click, then layer via cut. So now it's part of its own layer over here instead of attached to the car. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the blend mode. Now I'm going to try a few of these. Like multiply does this. I think that it looks like a shadow on the road. Darken, that looks terrible. If you do something like screen, that kind of mucks it up. Overlay looks alright, but I think multiply looked the most realistic. So now that's all done. Oops. I left it selected and then used the scroll wheel. Alright, so now we're going to zoom out. So the car looks a bit more like it's there now. Now, in the other one you can see we actually added some lighting effects, because you can see it's quite a yellowy atmosphere. So I went into Image, Adjustments, and Levels first of all, and so we went the RGB, and I thought it needed to be, oops, got the wrong layer selected. Alright, so Image, Adjustments, and then the levels. So you can see here you can make it lighter by doing that, or darker by doing that, or kind of less extreme. So I think it needs to be a little bit darker. And then if we go into the red channel, so you see if you drag here then it turns cyan, and if you drag it here then it turns red. So we want it a little bit reddy, and in the middle it's slightly less extreme again. And the green channel, if you drag it this way it turns magenta, and if you drag it this way it turns green. So we don't really need to muck with this at all. blue channel. If you drag it this way, it goes yellow, which is more what we want. And if you drag it this way, it's blue, but we don't need it blue. So now we've got it like this. So now you can see it kind of fits in a bit more. Now I can see at the top of the car it looks pretty yuck. So we're going to use the eraser tool here. So I'm going to set the hardness to 0 just so that it's very feathery and nice. And the size to 87 just so it's kind of stronger effect. So that's one way to do it. I don't really like it like that, so what I'm actually going to do is set the hardness to a bit more, set the size quite a bit smaller, and I'm going to zoom in. I'll close this, and then zoom in, and you see it does this pixel thing. I don't like that, so I'm just going to be very careful and kind of make it work a bit better. So we can see now it looks a bit better. And what else did I do in here? Oh yeah, the text tool. Alright, so with the text tool, you click the T down here, and then you just click anywhere over the thing, and just type anything you want. So now you've got that, and if you click out of that, then you can do whatever you want. You can transform it, turn it upside down, whatever you want really. Anyway, so that's basically this tutorial. If you want any more of these, then maybe we'll release some more. And yeah, thanks for watching guys. Please subscribe so that we can make more of these. And comment if you liked it or didn't like it. Thanks guys.